Hello and welcome to the Grad Report. Today we investigate reading out loud. Reading silently is when you read the words, you keep the words in your head. You don't say them. You know, speak it a word that a reader. Read them and speak it a bit of a word. Huh? You might be wondering yourself, what? That's kind of a silly topic. Well, actually, yes, it is. And wait a minute. This needed to happen. Now we're ready. Where was I? I was saying something. Something important, maybe. Probably not. What I'm trying to tell you is that until the 5th century, reading out loud was considered normal, and reading quietly to yourself in your head was considered very peculiar and amazing. Personally, I love to read out loud. Why, just the other day, I was reading an extremely boring book about sand. It's a 304-page book about sand. Allow me to read you an excerpt.
For look, within my hollow hand, while round the earth careens, I hold a single grain of sand, and wonder what it means. Ah, if I had the eyes to see, and the brain to understand, I think that life's mystery might be solved in this grain of sand. Actually, that's like 1,000 grains of sand. So like, pick one of those.
Reading out loud is wonderful, because you're sharing what you're reading. Everyone who could read, read out loud. It was a phonetical alphabet. So when did people start reading to themselves, quietly, in their mind? That actually didn't happen until the 5th century. You see, most early scribes and monks, the people that could read, could only read because they wrote it. And because they wrote it, they knew what they were reading, so they didn't have to really write it in a way so that someone else could read it. So like, there were no real words, there was just these long phonetic sentences that just went on and on and on and on and on these really long scrolls. And then Caesar was like, dude, I need to send a message to my general, and he folded up a scroll into a little piece of paper and was like, here, take this, it's a secret. And everybody was like, secrets? Let's fold up things into little secrets. So all the Christians that were being persecuted, they were like, I know, instead of having a really long scroll and getting caught and crucified and thrown into lions, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a secret book that no one can read except me. That makes no sense. So then they started putting little hyphens and little dashes and little commas, basically a very crude form of grammar, and saying, look, when you get to this part, you pause for dramatic effect. It was just a way to keep people from putting the wrong emphasis, the wrong area of the word. Yeah, so reading silently to yourself is actually kind of magical, kind of mysterious. I mean, who is that voice in your head? Yeah? Who? Indeed. I love you, my little lemon drops. Do join us on Monday when we investigate when a fart becomes a burp, or does a burp become a fart? When do these things happen? Okay? Okay.